Hello everyone, you are welcome to another edition of the Rock Tutors online class. My name is Dr. Mrs. Hajulo Oluwabukola. I'm here to have some questions on English language. Here we go. We are starting with question number 1. The employer, not the salesman and the representative, dash responsible for the loss. Let's look at it. We have different options. We have are, we have be, have been, we have are, we have never, we have been, and we have is. The answer for this is, which is option number E. Why is it option number E? The reason being that the employer is being emphasized here. The emphasis here is on the employer. And the employer is a single person. That is, a single noun or a single subject. So because it's a single subject, it employs a single verb. That is the reason why it is. That's for number 1. Now let's go to question 2. If Remy performs poorly in her forthcoming examination, then either her mother or I dash to blame. The option here, let's look at it. We have must, we have has, we have will be, we have are, and we have am. The answer should be E, number E, am. Then why have we employed am? After all, we mentioned Remy, and somebody is mentioning himself here, says I. The reason why we have chosen am is that in English language, the last subject in a sentence means the type of verb it is going to employ. And the last subject here is I. So the answer should be E, which is am. So therefore, it's going to be read. If Remy performs poorly in her forthcoming examination, then either her mother or I am to blame. I am to blame. So the answer is E. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 says, I'm not attending the party. Dash is my wife. We have whereas, we have neither, we have either, we have but, and we have since. The answer here is neither. Neither. We all know that neither means no or none. That thing will not happen. Therefore, I'm not attending the party. Neither is my wife. Because of the not here. Not. It goes with neither. So that means the man is not attending the party. Neither his wife. The two of them will not be attending the party. I hope you are getting me. Let's go to question 4. Each of the contestants dash a chance to win. Each of the contestants. Why have we... No, let's look at it very well. Look at the sentence. The rules of Concord says, anytime you use each, anyone, a lot of, and so on, somebody, and the rest, the verb that follows must be singular. Let's look at it. Each of the contestants, the answer should be A. Each of the contestants has a chance to win. Has. Even though the contestants are many, but the fact that we have used each of the verb that follows it must be singular. Now let's go to question 5. Question 5 says, all dash well with Peter. Number A, are not. B, have not been. C, were not. Next one is not. Now, the answer is going to be all is not well with Peter. Then why have we chosen all? And why have we chosen is not? Because the verb is uncountable. Especially when you see all and the verb that follows is uncountable well. It's an uncountable noun. So in that regard, you are going to use singular verb, which is. Singular verb is. That is the appropriate word. Question 6. This one says, one of the ladies who dash in the premises, dash been asked to withdraw. And we are given the options. Sells have, sell have, sells has, and sell has. But the answer here should be option number D. Why have we chosen option number D? The reason is that it says one of the ladies who sell in the premises has been asked to withdraw. Now, you may be asking a question, but you have said that the moment we have one of, then the verb that follows must be singular. But remember that we have two options there. We have to give answers to two options. Now we have, supposing we remove, let's say it is, let's write it again, one of the ladies who dash, who dash in the premises. Dash being asked to withdraw. Supposing we remove one of the, and we say the ladies. It should be the ladies who sell. We are referring to plural here, plural of lady. The ladies who sell in the premises, then this one is now referring to the ladies. The ladies who sell in the premises, one of them, it should be one of them has been asked to withdraw. The ladies who sell in the premises, one of them has been asked to withdraw. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. Now let's go to the next one. That's question 7. In my own opinion, neither the players nor the coach dash praise for the result of the match. Look at the options. We have deserves, we have deserve, we have err, and we have deserving. The correct option should be deserves. In my own opinion, neither the players. Now, in English language, the last subject in a sentence is going to pick the right verb. What I mean is that the last subject in a sentence determines the type of verb it's going to choose. Now, if you look at this sentence, in my own opinion, neither the players are plural. While coach is a singular. And because coach is the last subject in that sentence, so it's going to employ singular verb. And that is why we have chosen deserves as our answer. Coach is a singular subject. So it employs a singular verb. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Let's go to question 8. Now, knowledge of figures of speech, as well as of idioms and lexical items, dash in this section. Look at it. Is tested, have been tested, are tested. We are tested. The answer here should be A. Is tested. Why do we choose is tested? That is the appropriate answer for this question. The reason is that knowledge is an uncountable noun. And when it is present in a sentence, and if you look at the sentence very well, the question says the knowledge of, that is, the attention should be on that knowledge alone. And knowledge is a singular noun. Therefore, since it is a singular noun, it must employ a singular verb. And that is why we have chosen is tested. Singular noun, singular verb. Not even minding if others are plural. That is, figures of speech. Another one is that we are having as well as in any sentence. As soon as you see as well as anywhere you see as well as, you must employ a singular noun. As well as, or like, or with, things like that. Those correlation conjunctions. When you see them, verb should be employed. A singular verb should be employed. That is the reason why we have employed a singular verb here, is. Now let's move to question 9. Question 9 says, we are not surprised he was not elected. Every one of his constituents dash that he's unreliable. That is, we are not surprised he was not elected. Every one of his constituents dash that is unreliable. What should be the answer? We have no, we have knows, we have will know, and we have do know. The answer should be B. B says every one of his constituents knows that he's unreliable. Why have we employed knows? Why have we employed a singular verb? The reason is that we have employed everyone. In English language, wherever you see everyone, anyone, somebody, and so on like that, or one of, and so on, like the rules of concord says, where you see everyone, the verb that should follow should be a singular verb. That is why we have employed knows. Every one of his constituents knows that he's unreliable. Question 10. Every programming language and software package dash is purpose. Every programming language and software package dash is purpose. Now let's look at it. We have is. This one say have there. This one has its, has there, has is, and so on like that. The correct answer here is C. Every programming language and software package has its own purpose. Has its own purpose. Why have we chosen has its? Look at the word every. We are talking about every programming. So, and I have said earlier that the rule of grammar says, the concord, that wherever you see every, you must employ a singular verb. That is why we say has its. That's why the answer is C. Has its own purpose. Now let's go to question 11. Some of the food spoils. Some of the food dash spoils. Now let's look at this. The answer here should be A. Some of the food is spoilt. Why have we chosen is singular verb? The reason is that the reference here, which is the food, the noun is a singular noun. Because it's a singular noun, it should employ a singular verb. Look at it. Some of the food. It's not talking about plural. It's not talking about many food. It's referring to just a food. That is the reason why the verb is singular is. So therefore, some of the food is spoilt. That means it's referring to just one food. That's good. Are you following us? Question 12. Let's go to Lexis and structure here. In this section, you choose the option opposite in meaning to the words in italics. Let's start from question 12. The policeman was asked to investigate the matter. The word in italics is investigate. So what do we mean? We are going to choose the opposite of investigate. Investigate means we are expecting the policeman to do the right thing according to law. But here, we are looking for the opposite. The opposite of this, investigate, is to forget about. That is, it shouldn't be investigated. The answer is B. The answer is B. Forget about. Let's go to question 13. Lola was agitated when the sad news of her mother's accident was broken to her. Lola was agitated when the sad news of her mother's accident was broken to her. Now, you all know what agitated is? That is, you are troubled. Agitated means to be troubled. Therefore, Lola was agitated when the sad news of her mother's accident was broken to her. So, when somebody is troubled and you are worried, what should be the opposite? The opposite of agitated is calm. So, the answer is B. Lola was calm when the sad news of her mother's accident was broken to her. Now, let's go to question 14. I hope you are following us. Question 14 says, though his parents' poverty placed many obstacles in his path as a young man, Olu succeeded at last. Now, what are we saying? We all know what obstacles mean. Obstacles is a problem. But we are looking for the opposite of obstacles. What should it be? The answer is B, advantages. B, advantages. That is, it's an advantage. His parents' poverty placed many advantages in his path. So the answer is advantages. It's not hurdles. It's not temptations. It's not diversion at all. It is advantages. Now let's go to question 15. What does it say? What does it say? Binta sobbed by the door because she had lost her mother's precious necklace. Now, what is the opposite of sobbed? Should we say cried? Should we say smiled? Should we say wept? Or should we say laughed? The answer is B. B. Smiled. That means the opposite of sobbed. You know what we mean by sobbed? Sob means to cry from the heart, to feel dejected. But this time around, the opposite of sobbed is smiled. Okay? It's not going to be laughed, no, but it's smile. When you smile, that means the joy comes from the heart. Now let's go to question 17. Question 17 says, the man who had been seriously ill was convalescing at a seaside resort. At the seaside resort. The first one is telling us that it's regaining health. Second one says deteriorating in health. The third one, recuperating. And the fourth one is relaxing. Is it relaxing? No. This man had been seriously ill. So convalescing at seaside, that means the opposite is that. This one means it's recovering. But the opposite is deteriorating in health. That is why we have chosen B as the answer. Deteriorating in health. It's not recuperating at all. It's deteriorating in health. So the answer is B. Let's go to the next one, question 18. For millions of years, the world's resources have remained boundless. For millions of years, the world's resources have remained boundless. Boundless. We all know what boundless means. That is, it remained boundless. That is, it remains, nothing has stopped it. Nothing has ever limited it. Therefore, what is the opposite of boundless here? We have unlimited, we have scarce, we have indomitable. So that means the answer is limited. For millions of years, the world's resources have remained limited. It has remained limited. The opposite of boundless. Now let's go to question 19. Question 19 says, it seems fashionable in some quarters today to decry examinations and the ability to pass them. To decry examinations and the ability to pass them. What are we saying? So the opposite of to decry is to extol. 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 Decry means to depreciate, to bring it down, to relish it. But now, extol means to be lifted up, to be given more value, to be given more attention. So it seems fashionable in some quarters today to exalt examination and the ability to pass them. Now let's go to question 20. Question 20 talks about this. Ogedengbe was an intrepid fighter for human freedom and dignity. Ogedengbe was an intrepid fighter for human freedom and dignity. What do we mean by intrepid? Intrepid is somebody who has no fear, who is a fearless person. A fearless person. So, Ogedengbe was a fearless fighter for human freedom and dignity. Now, what should be the answer here? The opposite of that is timid. Timid, which is A. What do we mean by timid? Timid means somebody who has fear at every little thing. He fears. So, the answer is A.